The condition of Garden City's roads is a problem the city has been attempting to address for several years now. Garden City's mayor, council, and city administration have listened closely to residents and have considered all of the options. On August 7th, Garden City residents will have the opportunity to vote on a bonded roads millage that would allow the city to begin addressing some of Garden City's worst roads. The proposal calls for a 5-year, $15 million bond that would be issued to improve a portion of the city's roads. This would give the city approximately $3 million per year for 5 years to spend toward road improvements, compared to the $700,000 that the city currently spends per year. The millage rate would be for an average of 6.2 mils over 5 years, costing the average homeowner $232 in the first year, but only $104 more than what the average homeowner is paying now in taxes in years 2 through 5. The funds raised from this millage could only be used for the road improvement bonds to reconstruct and repair Garden City's neighborhood roads. Last November's bond millage to fix the city's roads failed by only 26 yes votes. That bond would have generated nearly $50 million to address a large portion of the city's roads. But that plan would also have resulted in the city paying $25 million in interest. This plan would address some of the city's worst roads, generating $15 million over 5 years, but would only cost $1.8 million in interest, allowing a much higher percentage of the money raised to go directly to road repair and reconstruction. Remember, this bond millage proposal is only for 5 years. Roads have a limited shelf life and are costly to build and maintain. Garden City's roads have deteriorated substantially for decades. Garden City has suffered significant revenue cuts and taxes caused by declining home values, reduced state revenues, and loss of population. This, coupled with the rising cost of doing business, has had a painful effect on our community. The city has been proactive in dealing with this revenue decline, but one of the casualties has been the city's capital needs, including roads. The following information is designed to help voters make an informed decision on August 7th.
Why does the city need additional funds to repair and reconstruct roads? Why don't my taxes cover the cost?
The city of Garden City has historically not used general fund revenues to repair, maintain, or reconstruct streets. The city has only used state gas taxes to work on roads. Garden City receives about $2.3 million a year from the state gas tax. But after expenses such as snow plowing, road salt, basic road repairs, joint and crack sealing, and more, less than $700,000 is left per year for road reconstruction. Currently, it costs about $1 million for a half-mile of concrete road with curb and gutters. For every dollar the average Garden City taxpayer currently pays in property tax, only 43 cents goes to the city, with the remainder going to the public schools and to Wayne County. The city's operating tax goes to public safety, police and fire, parks and community resources, the Department of Public Services, administration and finance, and the 21st District Court.
Why doesn't the city just continue to assess homeowners on streets that get reconstructed?
Homeowners who paid previous street assessments paid less than 5% of the cost of the road in front of their home. So in reality, residents on other streets are already subsidizing the cost of the roads that were assessed. At the current rate, not enough roads will get reconstructed to make any impact, while other roads will continue to deteriorate. The condition of Garden City's roads is a shared problem. Good roads benefit the entire community. It's very difficult to get anywhere in Garden City without encountering a road in very poor condition. Improved roads not only make for a better driving experience around our community, but they also raise property values and improve the image of our city. Just like school taxes for residents without kids in school, good roads benefit every resident.
How many miles of roads will be affected if this plan passes?
The city of Garden City has 30 miles of asphalt roads and 76 miles of concrete roads. Based on an evaluation of Garden City's streets conducted by the city's engineers earlier this year, Garden City's asphalt roads were rated at 2.72 out of 10, while the city's concrete roads were rated 5.26 out of 10. 1 being the worst condition, 10 being the best. These newest ratings compare to 2011 evaluations, where our asphalt roads were 4.92 out of 10, and the city's concrete roads were 6.65 out of 10, so you can see that the roads continue to deteriorate. The city estimates that at the very least, 22.5 miles of asphalt roads need to be reclaimed or rebuilt, and 4.5 miles of concrete streets are in need of reconstruction.
What kind of road reconstruction would be done? Which roads would be affected?
Should this millage be approved by the voters, the city will take multiple approaches to repairing and rebuilding streets, including complete reconstruction, where the entire road surface will be removed and replaced with all new materials, including drainage. The roads that are targeted for the first 3 years of this 5-year plan are displayed on the screen. Full-depth asphalt reclamation is the process of turning the existing street into the base for a new road. Roads that are targeted for the first 3 years of this 5-year plan are shown now. Mill infill, or capping, is where an existing concrete road is ground down and made level, and then covered with a layer of asphalt for a smooth road. These are the roads that are targeted in this category for the first 3 years of this 5-year plan. Sectioning patch repair involves large portions of the roads to be cut out and replaced with a new section of the same material. The roads that are targeted for the first 3 years of this 5-year plan are displayed on the screen. The city will evaluate the progress made during the first 3 years of this program, along with future deterioration, to determine which roads will be affected in the final 2 years. In addition, dozens of miles of road would be included in a 5-year joint and crack sealing program.
How much will this cost me?
Based on the median home value of $75,000, the cost to the typical homeowner would be $232 in the first year, or less than $20 a month. In years 2 through 5, the typical homeowner would pay $104 a year more than they're currently paying today, or less than $9 a month.
Why would my taxes go up an average of $232 in the first year from where they are now, but only $104 in the second, third, fourth, and fifth year?
The residents of Garden City are currently paying a judgment bond from a lawsuit. The final levy to pay for that bond is July 2019. The average homeowner is paying $128 per year toward that lawsuit. So after the final payment from that bond, the average homeowner will only pay $104 more per year than they are now, allowing the city to begin seriously addressing our worst roads.
What other plans were considered?
The city explored a pay-as-you-go millage, where the city would only improve roads based on the income generated each year from taxpayers, and a council-passed millage that would be assessed to every homeowner without a vote. But in both cases, Michigan law and current tax regulations prohibited the city from moving forward with these plans.
If this millage fails, what is the city's plan?
Most likely, the city would continue at its current rate of repairing roads as funds from the state gas tax became available, which is only enough to repave or resurface less than 1% of the city's 100 miles of roads per year, which has led to the rapid deterioration of our city streets. In addition, the city may continue to replace roads, charging the homeowners that live on those roads a much higher cost than in the past. In some years, no road projects would be done to save money for larger road projects.
How do I know the money will be used only for roads?
The proposed ballot language restricts the use of monies within the city charter for the stated purposes. None of these funds can be used for other city operations. Annually, an independent auditor verifies the use of funds. A web page will be available with maps showing what streets are under construction and which streets will be included in the future, as well as account for all revenues generated and expenses from the projects. The ballot proposal reads as follows. Garden City Street Improvement Bond Proposal. Shall the City of Garden City, County of Wayne, Michigan, borrow the principal sum of not to exceed $15 million and issue its general obligation unlimited tax bonds in one or more series payable and not to exceed 5 years from the date of issuance of each series for the purpose of paying the cost to improve, replace, resurface, and reconstruct streets in the city, including sidewalk improvements, drainage improvements, and water and sewer improvements, together with necessary rights-of-way appurtenances and attachments thereto. The estimated millage to be levied in 2019 is 6.2490 mils, and the estimated simple average annual millage rate required to retire the bonds is 6.2464 mils. This project is for local Garden City streets only. Ford Road, Middlebelt Road, Merriman Road, Warren Road, Cherry Hill Road, Inkster Road, and Vinoy Road are Wayne County and State of Michigan roads, which the city has no authority over. We encourage residents to become informed on this topic. Additional information can be found on the city's website at gardencitymi.org or our Facebook page at City of Garden City MI. Information will also be shown on GCTV. Residents may also call the Road Millage hotline at 734-793-1635. Initial informational meetings will be held at City Hall on the following days: Friday, July 13th from 1 until 2 p.m. Monday, July 16th from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Tuesday, July 17th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. and Wednesday, July 18th from 10 to 11 a.m. The public is encouraged to attend. Additional meetings could be added before the election. Make sure you visit gardencitymi.org/roads for more information. The most important thing, though, is that residents vote on Tuesday, August 7th. The polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.